fast car. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams.
Duval County, here in Florence. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Tonight, the third of 3 on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. They'll get across the 20, welcome down to the 23-yard line. Now, the former Buckeye, it's the hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender, prodding his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple of plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
McCaffrey gonna return it. Oh, looks like he's over the seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Red on red. Hey, Soko, so hot. Go. Hot.
They go play action for Lawrence. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. It's a gain of 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
This is 3rd and 6.
Right, let's go. It's hot.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play for Jacksonville. And even 30 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job. Remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko, it's hot. Take right open.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, run. Here we go.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
11, again. 13, loop. Son, it's a hunt. Sink right.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
3rd and 2. Here we go. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
That is caught out wide on the RPO.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's
a 2nd effort, and he is in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Wild Card Weekend. The kickoff team is out in the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Play fake. Here's May. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On the handoff, Henderson finds room inside the 40. And he'll be taken down. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
Putting the tight end in motion. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. It's the Jaguars on top. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Time for the 2nd quarter. Patriots with the football. They've got it 2nd down and less than a yard. On the give, it's Henderson. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Patriots first down.
Once more, it's Henderson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
On second down, it's May. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Out of the gun, here's May. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Patriots are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Hey, kill! All right, let's go. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Rip, 23.
The RPO, that one is complete. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield, even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
First and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, Ginger, Silver.
Lawrence. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
Red on red. Hey, tomato. Done.
Now it's McCaffrey. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready up. Lisa 24. Done. It's hot. Here we go. It's hot. It's hot.
They run once more with McCaffrey. For the pylon, he's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Jaguars. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to
nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield to try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. It's May. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's May.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. Now he'll air one out. And this will be incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took up a way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's May. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
A 57-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Pats up the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. Got a man downfield, it's Thomas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. Now here's Lawrence. That is hot. What a job to keep the play alive. Down Jacksonville.
You know, he's so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's May to throw it on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
May to throw on second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. So we reached the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game.
go. Hey, son, son. Here we go, son.
On 1st and 10. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. And that ball's going to go out of bounds. So that's a backwards pass. It's a loss of yardage, and they're going to mark it at the spot right where it crossed the sideline. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Rip, 23. Son. Easy.
Throwing is Lawrence. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. A gain there of 24 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Robert Spillane spills him there.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 7.
Hey. Dinter. Zach. Go, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is good. What a throw. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On play action, here's May. Open man, that's Trey Tucker. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
2nd and inches. Thrown out of the gun. They're going to run with Henderson. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st down, they go back to Henderson. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down. May gonna look to throw. He'll get this out to Henderson. And he's gonna pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
What's up? Hey, what's up?
Throwing now is May. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, what's up?
Here's May again. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, New England. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Chloe, and I'm chop you up.
Lisa 24.
The drive starts with a carry from McCaffrey. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
This one popped in the air and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. May now on 1st and 10. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he's not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And he's into the end zone. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Patriots.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hey, Lion! Silver!
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Now McCaffrey loses the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
And May will not risk it. Into the slide, and he's got the 1st down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the 1st down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
A run, and this is Henderson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake, it's May. And he'll take it on is Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Patriots. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Greg, how often do we say it's a 1-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a 1-score game.
He's got a man. That's caught. Give them the 2, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On red.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll go play action with May. This is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And the Jaguars will take over here just past the 30.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and There's a reason this guy fell in the draft, but I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Base at 24. Son, this side's hot. Here we go.
The RPO, that one is complete. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10
Hey,
at
go,
the
go.
46-yard
Go,
line.
go. Son, this side's hot. Thing's right open.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 29. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Forced out wide. And he's in. Andre Yosifov. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Marcus Jones now to return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. On play action, he'll set up to throw.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here comes second and 4. The tight end Fant in motion. That's going to be intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense as the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one. The defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. Yeah! He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. To throw on first down is May. His throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's the way to get started. A pick up of 17 and a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now, faking the give.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
On second down, it's May. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. He'll try to run for it with Henderson. And they pick it up. He's to the 42-yard line, and the drive continues. First down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. Sending it downfield for Fant. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now. Rally gun, here's May. Pass caught left side by Fant. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, New England.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Working out of the gun. It's May. That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. Noah Fant. Touchdown, New England.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back. And it's not going to be easy.
And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready up! Hey, go! Soka, hot! Here we go,
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. The Patriots going to use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. New England going to take their second timeout. They get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter.
Hey!
Second and 10.
Hey! Son.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So shout to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. They are moving on in these playoffs. Won't have a long time to celebrate this one. They have to get right back to work for the divisional round. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say, so long from Jacksonville.
Take that pain, pass it down like photos on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you cannot run what's running through your veins.